next up on the chopping block, the 4 stars. I think I'm gonna start with Summer Dobrynya, because she was the first to answer the call anyway, and I guess I have MP too, so yay. So yeah, I mean, they're not even holding back on the first Ascension, because that's already a lot of skin. Also, they're doing a lot of this half-worn jacket stuff as well. I always think it's kind of cool and badass, but you know, it can be a bit hot too, especially when these kind of goodies are underneath. So yeah, let's talk about the Dragon Rider waifu version 2.0. Anyway, let's get her up to speed. Ooh, the cheeky wink. Okay, you can never go wrong with the wink. It's just 3 points, you know. All right, so unlike Ciel, who we saw the first 2 Ascensions of, I don't think we saw Ascensions for Shufu and Dobrynya outside of 1. I could be wrong, but yeah, this probably is new. If the first one, let's go.
Booba, jiggly, jiggling, good physics.
Timing.
Yeah. Booba, jiggly,
oh yeah, this is new.
Good physics. Oh, wooga wooga.
So this looks a lot like her Rider version, right? Yeah. Also, wow, that... Jesus Christ, dude. Yeah, that TTS was pretty on point. Holy. Yeah, so it's like her Rider version, but like super fan service version, and I'm all about it. Whoa, I kind of like that phase though. Okay, Ascension 3. This was already like, holy. Let's see what this is like. Can it get even more ridiculous? Ooh, very similar in theme, but I guess maybe even a tad more revealing. Yeah, the artist really likes this color palette for her, but I don't blame the artist because again, she looks pretty good with the you know, the snowy, frosty style. It's pretty good. Also, wow, damn, is that a little bit of abs in there as well? I didn't notice that either, actually. It's time. People said the FA apparently looks really interesting. Let's see. Okay. Okay, I kind of get it now. Okay. Wow. That's actually surprising, considering I believe all her Ascensions, they all had shoes on them. And also, is she kind of dangling in there? Oh my, okay, dude. Okay, thank God it at least wasn't on a child servant this time. I was so mad from previous summers, because they did it so much. This I'm okay with. Okay, well, dude, that's a nice FA. What the hell, man? I can't believe I'm saying this, but I mean, I haven't even seen anything yet, but I think Dobrynya is now #1. Sheesh. Okay, let's check those sprites. Yeah, there it is, 3rd sprites. Interesting. This could be a 5-star Ascension, honestly. Yeah, if I didn't know that she was a 4-star, I would not be shocked if I was told that this is a 5-star like sprite. Okay, #2 should be very similar. Yeah, I think I kind of prefer 3. So 1 is the different one to these 2. No, it's still the same basically, but the colors are way different. Yeah, I'm definitely a 3 enjoyer. Although I guess the FA does use 2 though, right? So wait, am I obligated to use 2? Yeah, I guess I'm going with 2. Sure. Anyway, aesthetics-wise, I'm pretty pleased if you couldn't tell. No bias whatsoever, of course. Honestly, objectively, there's not that much variety with her. But, you know, subjectively, and we know biased taste included, I'm definitely happy with this. Let's talk about gameplay. What is this Lancer capable of? So a 4-star Lancer on max level 9.7k attack is pretty solid actually. Among 4-star Lancers, I believe. Her deck consists of... I'm guessing she's gonna be Buster too, like OG, but let's see. Wow, it's like the deck they only print nowadays. Double Buster, double Arts. So I believe OG Rider was like this too with a Buster MP, but before the MP, we got 3 on Buster, 4 on Arts, 4 on Quick, 5 on Extra, with her MP gain being a 0.45. So again, super... This is like exactly the same as CL. I think CL has a little bit higher hit count on like the Quick and Extra. I think 1 up from this, but otherwise very similar. So not the greatest gain, sadly, but you know, depending on what we'll see from the skills of the MP, it can get better. But these are like whatever, you know. Now the MP. It's Arts. Oh, actually surprising. But to be honest, she is super blue focused. So okay, red is now blue. Okay, cool. I'm okay with that. All right, passives up next. We got only 2, and they're basic passives. So sadly, not going to be doing too well on this side. But, you know, what can you expect from 4 stars, really, realistically? So 17.5% debuff rest from Magic Resist B, not too shabby. And then 8% quick from Riding B. Sadly, not very important for her with only 1 quick card. So passives are pretty underwhelming, but maybe she's better in other, you know, areas.
Stand up right now, you coma!
No. Anti-Append is against Riders. Interesting. So again, it's a neutral case, but at least it's not like an extra class where, you know, it's still a class you see all the time, but, you know, not the best Append. And especially now that we have 5, you're probably not gonna ever unlock the 3rd one unless you have all of them. Then yeah, of course, but I would say it's the worst of the Appends. Dao, the MP. Not too many lines, but first of all, before anything, for 1 turn, she gets a power mod against Earth attribute enemies, not just servants, enemies, scaling with overcharge. So it's not a super effective, meaning it's not going to be the biggest boost ever to the MP. However, it will also buff her face cards for the turn, which is cool. Very nice. Now, besides that, what does she do? She does single target damage, yes indeed. And then MP seals the target for 1 turn and does an arch res down for 3 turns. Sadly, after damage on that arch res down, but I like a single target spam, like potentially a spammable MP with a 3-turn arch res down. That's great ramp up anyway. Now let's see some numbers. On base overcharge, it's a 30% power mod against Earth attribute enemies, scaling up to 70%. So it's far from the usual 150 and higher when it's super effective for the MP only, but still a good chunk because it helps face cards. And Earth attribute enemies, 2nd most common of all attributes in the game, so always a great power mod to have. The MP seal is a 100% base chance to land for 1 turn, and the arch res down is 20% for 3 turns. Okay, again, would have preferred it before damage, but considering its ramp up, it's a great effect though anyway. Dude, wait, so assuming it's going to be spammable because of arts, it MP sealing every time on base. Well, it still can be resisted, of course, with some res, but that sounds really good, actually. She could be like hella stally as well, on top of being maybe a great DPS too. Like, I love MP seal on arts MPs for, you know, boss killers. It gives you so much time. So I don't, actually, despite the MP being a bit basic on effects, I think it's actually very solid. All right, skills up next. Dobrynya. We have arts up, lovely. Wow, not a whole lot of text though. So she gets arts up for 3 turns, a battery, and a big star bomb. Honestly, that sounds perfect. It reminds me of Luvia. It's like Luvia's burst, but with battery now too. I mean, that's all that you want, right? You want stars, you want gauge, you want arts. So 6-turn cooldown, let's see numbers. 20% arts up for 3 turns. I was hoping to see 30% because it's self only, but okay. 30% battery, not too shabby. And then 30 stars, okay. That's a good chunk. Yeah, because she probably won't be dishing out too many stars as an arts servant. So a 30 bomb is not bad at all. Basic, but it's all right. We have a sword icon, more damage. Oh, dude, there's stars later too, actually, never mind. Oh, we have, okay, a lot of text suddenly. So, self-attack up for 3 turns, crit damage for 3 turns, and power mod against dragon enemies. So this she retains from her rider version, because she also had like double anti-rider stuff, so, or dragon. So, anti-dragon, 3 turns. Ooh, waters, oh wait, when in a water side map, she gets another attack up for 3 turns, and crit damage for 3 turns, and defense up for 3 turns. So wait, are all those last 3 effects on Waterfield? Wow, that's actually a big deal then. She gets another attack and crit damage up, and also now defense up as well. Whoa, I bet the skill is insane on Waterfield. Let's see those numbers. It's on a 5-turn cooldown too. What? So yeah, what you always get is 20% attack for 3 turns, 30% crit damage for 3 turns, 50% dragon power mod for 3 turns, and then if you're in Waterfield, flat 20% attack for 3 turns, 20% crit damage for 3 turns, and 20% defense for 3 turns. Holy hell, dude. If you're on Waterfield, this skill is insane. On a 5-turn cooldown, this skill is ridiculous. Wow. So it's 40% attack, 50% crit damage, 20% defense, 30% or 50% dragon power mod, all on a good uptime. It's still not even that bad, again, honestly, on non-field. I like that they didn't absolutely cripple this skill, because the 3 effects you get guaranteed on a 5-turn cooldown with good uptime are still pretty good. So even then, it's still an alright skill. But if you're on Waterfield, it becomes a really good skill. So that's the difference. Then we have stars per turn. So maybe she is like a like a kind of a crit DPS too. I like that. So yeah, Self gets stars per turn for 3 turns. Also gets MP gauge every turn for 3 turns. Okay. And healing every turn for 3 turns. And then MP gain for 3 turns. Wow, that's so cool. I mean, again, is all stuff that you like. Keep the engine going, right? So 6 turn cooldown, 10 stars per turn for 3 turns. That's not a whole lot. I wish it was like 15, but okay. 10% gauge per turn, again, pretty much the minimum. 1000 HP per turn, that's okay. And then 30% MP gain for 3 turns. That's actually good. That's the best part of this skill, I think. Wow, honestly, I think this is good. Like, you might be saying, oh, there's no defense, but I say, who cares? She's ours. Bring a Castoria, she's probably gonna go just zoom in. Like, honestly, I'm loving this kit. For a 4-star, this seems basic but super solid. Like, she has all the tools she needs to be a very solid single target art spammer, right? Even the bone, I think crits won't be like the big main focus, but they're a good side focus too. I think MP spam will still be her main thing. And it's nice because the MP has good effects too. She has a good game plan. She's not so streamlined against like, because Ryder really, like if you're not fighting specifically dragons as Ryder, she's kind of like, she's okay. After the buff, she's like fine. But she's still not really amazing. But if you're fighting dragons, then she's actually really good. But here, if you're not fighting like, you know, dragon enemies, you're still going to be okay, because she at least has another power mod as well, the Earth attribute one. And honestly, if I had to guess, now that I think about this, all dragon mobs are probably Earth attribute too, right? So it's a cool little, you know, double stack potential as well. I don't know, I kind of want to grail her now, because this FA is making me feel weird. So I want to see the MP again for reasons. Ooh, the dragon gets summoned. Wow, that was a majestic like standing pose on top. Oh, there's another one. Yo, it's like a swing. That was kind of cute. Oh, is she getting swept away and then she attacks while doing that? Also, she whips the enemy. That's hot. All right, it's time to see the MP again. Oh, I'm ready. Yeah, so she always morphs to Ascension 1, right? Yeah. But I still want to see this again. Pay attention to the end. Oh, the jiggles! She seems basic, but I think in a good way. I think she's gonna be solid. How solid remains to be seen, but I think she could be like A tier minimum. Maybe hot take immediately to call, but I really like the kit. It makes sense. Give her a good C and a support or two, and I'm sure she can do a lot against the bosses. And of course, you know, one of the best summer FAs I've ever seen. Obviously no bias whatsoever though. So that'll conclude the first impression of Summer Dobrynya. Maybe turns out to be my sleeper favorite of this summer. We'll see. We still have others to check out. But so far, she's winning the race. If you enjoyed this video, do me a solid and click the thumbs up button, okay? It really helps out. Also, do subscribe not to miss out on future videos, because right after this, we are still doing Shufu's first impression. It's a quad video day. What content? Yes, we have it, okay? So you better subscribe. Also that 100k, let's get it. We need to get more bigger English FGO creators. We can't lose to all the Japanese creators, right? Come on. With that, good luck if you're rolling for the new units, and otherwise see you in the Shufu first impression video, hopefully. And bye bye.